शंकर ओम। हर हर महादेव गौरी मनोहर हर शिव शंकर ओम। दुख हर लेकर सुख भव दे कर जय शिव शंकर ओम। नमो महादेव शंभो नमो सदाशिव ओम। जय परमेश्वर जय भुवनेश्वर जय शिव शंकर ओम। पार्वती शंकर गंगा जटाधर करुणा शंकर ओम।
ओम श्री गणेशाय नमः। ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम श्री गुरुदेवाय नमः। ओम पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्। नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे फुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयप्रदीपः। प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणे ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दुग्धा गोपालनन्दनः। पार्थो वत्स सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत्। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। हरि ओम्। श्री कृष्ण शरणं मम श्री कृष्ण शरणं मम
श्री कृष्ण शरणं मम श्री कृष्ण शरणं मम
श्री कृष्ण शरणं मम श्री कृष्ण शरणं मम
श्री कृष्ण शरणं मम श्री कृष्ण शरणं मम।
तस्मादसक्तः सततं कार्यं कर्म समाचर।
श्री कृष्ण शरणं मम श्री कृष्ण शरणं मम।
असक्तो याचरन् कर्म परमाप्नोति पुरुषः।
श्री कृष्ण शरणं मम श्री कृष्ण शरणं मम।
कर्मणैव हि संसिद्धिम् आस्थिता जनकादयः।
श्री कृष्ण शरणं मम श्री कृष्ण शरणं मम।
लोकसङ्गहमेवापि सम्पश्यन् कर्तुमर्हसि।
श्री कृष्ण शरणं मम श्री कृष्ण शरणं
यदाचरति श्रेष्ठः तत्तते वितरो जनः
श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम
स यत्प्रमाणं कुरुते लोकस्तदनुवर्तते
श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम
श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम
श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम
कृष्ण कन्हैया लाल की
जय।
तस्माद सक्त सततम कार्यम कर्म समाचर. Bhagavan is giving all the necessary things we should do. So it is a very simple principle, simple to state, but very difficult to practice, like all things. So the principle is all the necessary things to do in order to convert our ordinary karma into karma yoga. Every day we engage in karma helplessly. We have no choice in the matter also. You can't just sit without doing anything. We saw that in the beginning of this chapter. You have to do something. Helplessly, Prakriti he kriya mani, Prakriti will make we do. This world will make you do. See, I cannot stop my stomach from being hungry. Can you? The Prakriti is at work. Nature is at work. And then as soon as I feel hungry, well, you know, I'll get up and go and look for something. And hunger, because it is something which the Prakriti is pushing, that doesn't have so much logic and all. So anything that I can get close at hand to fill the belly, logic gone out the window. Because when you're hungry, you possibly eat anything. There are cases, documented cases, where people stranded on a boat out in the ocean and they eat one of the passengers. One of the classic cases we have to study in law school. They ate one of the fellow passenger. So the case came because they had to consider whether it is murder or not. They look for the man who is the weakest and who go die first and kill him and eat him. So now once nature pushes and makes the stomach get hungry, and if no food is available, what you'll do? Logic and everything goes out the window. That is called survival of the fittest there now, isn't it? Nature takes over. Nature's law is survival of the fittest. So really, where action is concerned, nature makes us act, and we'll act helplessly like that. Now, in ordinary civil society like this, we are acting, and we are acting within rules, laws laid down, customs, traditions, and so many things, right? But all our actions, all the actions of human beings and all creatures, they're selfish actions. All creatures also, goat and eagle and fish, and all selfish only. Human beings also included. But the human being has a privilege. He's born selfish, but he can work his way from birth and work out of his selfishness. That is the great privilege of a human being. When he has worked his way out of that selfishness, he is engaged in pure karma yoga. But if he is working with selfishness, it is just karma. Now what is the problem? What is the difference between this karma and karma yoga? What is the result? Karma binds. Karma yoga frees me. I have to work with selflessness, and it frees me. Now to come to that selflessness, several elements have to be there in my actions. And now the first one is in number 19, which we chanted today. In this third chapter of Gita, number 19 says, Tasmat asakta satatam karyam karma samachara. Asakta. Asakta means detached. Detached from the result of my karma. Means I do my karma, I get up and say, today I'm going to work and I'll do my job, and I'll do my job for the welfare and benefit of the society, and whatever the result happens, let it be. Correct. Let it be. That is called asakta. Tasmat asakta satatam karyam karma. So one element now has to bring myself to working selflessly. I have to follow all of these rules will be given now. That is karma phala tyag is the technical name for that. Karma phala tyag means I renounce the result of my action. I mean, let it be as it will, as Bhagwan determines. Like for example, you plant the bora seed. You plant the bora seed, then it will give bora or not. Let Bhagwan decide. I will plant, I will water, I will protect from the goat, I'll protect from the sun and the animals, and I'll give some manure, and I'll do all those things. But whether I will give bora, can you say? That is in Bhagwan's hand. So I detach from that. So this is asakta satatam karyam karma. And that I have to apply in all my work. Whichever I'm talking about a farmer just now, but you may not be a farmer, you may be a teacher, an officer, police, whoever, pilot, taxi driver, boatman. That has to be applied in all of them. You see? We don't know. Asakto hi acharan karma parama apnu. And he says in the second line, but doing my karma like this, I am well on my way to attaining the Supreme. By just that alone, I will not attain Supreme. What he means to say, I will be well on my way to attain the Supreme when I do that karma with this first element, what? Asakta, detachment from that phala. Right. Then the next one he said, we chanted all of these just now. Karmana eva hi samsiddhim, and I told you, Arjuna looked at him and said, Prabhu, you're talking about such people, but anybody is there who did this? He says, yes, many people are there. And he uses the word of Janakji Maharaj. Janak was the father of Sita Maya. He attained to the highest state by doing his karma properly like this. There are many, many stories in the Shastras about Janakji. Totally detached from everything and doing his work. I'll tell you a story of Janakji, then you'll see how. Once Janakji was sitting like how you are sitting there, and the one Mahatma was sitting here and talking. Actually, Janakji heard. He was the king of Mithila. He heard that once some Mahatma has come and he's talking just outside the city. So Janakji thought, let me go there and listen. So he came and sat down. Now the king sitting down like that. So that Mahatma spoke and everything. And Janakji came at the end and did his prostrations and salutations and this and that, and he went home. Then next day, same lecture was there again. Again Janakji came and sat there. On the third day, Janakji Maharaj was a little bit late. So that Mahatma stopped. You see, he's supposed to start at 7 o'clock. And Janakji came at 7:10. So, that Mahatma waited. When Janakji arrived at 7:10, then he started. So all the other students who have been coming, religiously previous to Janakji Maharaj, they thought, what type of guru is this? We've been coming here, and when we were late, he never stopped. He continued, he started on time and he never waited for when we came late. This fellow only came 3 days ago, and today he's late and he's waiting for him. This guru is prejudiced and biased and, unfair and all that kind of thing. So, they were thinking like this, other students. So So the Guru, of course, being Guru, he knew exactly what was going on in their mind. So, but he did not say anything. Next day, Janakji Maharaj came again, but he came on time. And when the class started, all who had come paying attention, when the class started, about 5-10 minutes into the class, suddenly, they're sitting here, they're facing the Guru, and Mithila Shahar, the city is there, Nagar. Suddenly they saw the whole city on fire. Big fire. When they turned around like this and they saw that city burning, all of these students, they got up and they ran away home. Because their house is there. And Janakji Maharaj did not move 1 inch. He continued listening to that teacher, that Guru. And all of these fellows ran there to save their house. When they got there, they realized it was only an illusion, there was no fire. They came back here. So the Guruji asked, what happened? They said, Guruji, when we went there, we realized there is no fire. So Guru said, see, you all ran there to save your house. But look, Janakji Maharaj is sitting here, he did not go anywhere. So let us ask him why he didn't go. So they asked, why, Janakji Maharaj, how come you didn't go? Janakji Maharaj gave a very simple answer. What is that? See, if Mithila Nagar is on fire, I am not a fireman. If I go there, I will save Mithila Nagar or what? The firemen are there, this is their duty to put out fire. Let them put out fire. If I go there, what I'll do? They'll kick me out of the way also. Totally detached from what is there, totally unattached to anything there. And he's concentrating what the Guru is telling. But these fellows are listening to the Guru here, but their mind is, oh God, this Guru, let him talk here. Maybe we're going to see. We're going to see what we could save. Maybe we'll save some of our clothes. So they're not interested in this spiritual knowledge. They're interested in saving their little clothes and house and and chappal. The idea is, this detachment thing is a big, big word in our scriptures. Asakta word. You have to be very careful. Asakta and asakta. That's why I keep telling people you have to learn Sanskrit properly. You take the and you just lengthen it. See, now please listen to this. Asakta. Asakta. There are two different pronunciations. That is why we keep telling, don't say Bhagavad Gita. See, you have to say Bhagavad Gita. Yes. See, asakta and asakta, they are opposite meaning. Asakta means it's totally attached to everything. Asakta means detached. Opposite meaning. So one lengthening of one syllable here or there, we make the opposite meaning. So anyway, asakta satatam karyam karma samachara. So Janakji Maharaj did his whatever he was doing like this. Whatever he was doing, totally detached. Jo hoga so hoga. You just do what you have to do. That is all. So Bhagavan Krishna also, when he has to give an example, the Lord of the universe looking for an example, whose name he calls? Janakji Maharaj. See how great Janakji had to be for Paramatma, Krishna avatar, to call out Janakji's name. So like that, and then he says, Adaya means, and others, plural. So many like Janakji. Loka sangrahamevapi sampashyan kartum arhasi. My dear, you do what you are doing and leave the benefit to the world. Let it be. And the next verse is quoted by those people who talk about leadership. Now let me just introduce the next verse. I'll tell you. Which it doesn't matter where in society I am always an example for others. An older brother is an example for a younger brother, correct or not? And this older brother and younger brother might be living in the slums also, and have nothing. But he's still, look here, I tell you, this is a real story. In Varanasi, where I was staying, Varanasi had 3 names. His name you must have heard, called Varanasi, it's called Kashi, and it's called Banaras. 3 names for the same place. In the train station, there was a beggar at the exit of the train station. This is a real story, Beggar. Now see, at the exit, when you are coming out, you have to show your ticket. Because the TC he's called, ticket collector, he has to know that you were not in there illegally, that you had paid to go in. So your ticket is your proof that you had paid to go in. Or wherever you're coming from, you did not get on the train illegally, so he's checking there. But so when people put their hand in their pocket like this to take out their ticket and all, that time, the beggar is standing right there also. So they put their hand in the pocket already, he'll get some change and all, he's standing there. So he had what in beggar's language is a very strategic position. Advantageous position. And it really, the position made him earn more than other beggars. You see, even beggar, in begging there is strategy also, There is strategy in begging. One beggar was begging, and he put a handkerchief there on the ground. And some people were passing and putting money on the handkerchief. So one fellow passed and he put some money on that handkerchief. And he went down the street and came back. And when he saw this time, the fellow had 2 handkerchiefs. One here and one here. The beggar had 2 handkerchiefs. So he asked that beggar, well, what happened? When I was going just now, you had only 1 handkerchief here. Now I came back, you have 2. He said, yes man, business good, I opened my second branch. He opened 2 branches now. So anyway, so that beggar had a very strategic position by the TC. So after some time, I noticed that the beggar had gone and a young fellow had taken over that position. The older man, he's gone. And a young man was begging there. So I asked the TC, I said, there was an older man here. What happened? He died? No, died? No, died. That older man had a daughter. And the daughter married to this fellow. And this position was given to this fellow as dowry. What a system and all, what amazing. So the older man somewhere else making less money. But how organized is begging also is. In this world, everything has some system like that, But this came because I was telling you, everybody is an exemplar for somebody else. And now that older man became an exemplar for his son, now his son-in-law. Because the old man was able to secure a very good position, strategic position in the train station. Like that. And so now that younger fellow would have been coveting. He was thinking, if I marry this fellow daughter, I will get that place, Like a wonderful thing. So, sound check. Hey, just cut off and come on, Rachel. So, in this verse, this idea of people being exemplars, and this is why we have to, one more reason why all of us have to watch our actions. Because for somebody we will be an exemplar. But here it is, who is spoken about? People in privileged positions. this is a very, very important verse for all people in privileged position, because we say human beings are very good at copying. That is true. In Trinidad language, I don't know if you say it in Guyana here, monkey see, monkey do. You say here also? Monkey see, monkey do. When human beings are like that, we do what we see other people doing. So he said, yadyat acharati shreshtaha. Shreshtaha means those people in privileged position. Whatever they do, yadyat acharati shreshtaha, tattad eva itaraha janaha. Means all the ordinary people, they follow. So, and this is so true across the whole globe, cultures everywhere. Civilization, nations. Look here, there are so many people who will see Taylor Swift doing something and then they start doing, even though they live in Africa or they live in India. This is how the world works. Because she is in a privileged position. In the music world, she is well known. That is why, and I'm telling this actually trickles down to all professions and all positions, because our older brother is also an example for the younger brother. But what is usually known is people who are in privileged position. So you'll have the two brothers now, younger and older, following Michael Jackson or whoever, I don't know. So yadyat acharati shreshtaha tatta deve taro janaha sat pramanam kurute lokastad anuvartate. That whatever they do, that becomes like the standard. And that is why it is important that you and I, ordinary citizens, we demand good leaders in society, because all the people will follow the leaders. So we have to make sure that we put good leaders there. People will eventually follow the leaders. And there's one more reason why Bhagavan is telling this to Arjuna. Why? My dear, you are the great Arjuna, the great warrior, great soldier, and if you run away, in future people will say, well, Arjuna could run away, then I also could. Right? If Arjuna could fall from his duty, Arjuna could relinquish his duty and leave it and not do it. If Arjuna could do it, he was the best student of Dronacharya, I could also do. And in our profession, now see, I'm talking about this profession, he's a soldier, and then we have leaders in society and all that kind of thing. But I should be talking about our pandits, because this is my field. The pandit has to be the most disciplined person in that community, because the whole society will look up to him. If he falters, it is that the whole society has collapsed. Very, very important thing. If the pandit doesn't live up to the dictates of the Shastras and the requirements of the Shastras, then the whole Sanatana Dharma fall down. So every field, this thing, I'm speaking because this is my field. And now Bhagavan tells, my dear, I am looking for example now. In my cases now, I said the leaders in the society, or the pandit, or the younger brother, or the beggar, or whoever, right? Bhagavan, when he is looking for example now of leader, he gives his own example. In several verses, he says, what if he doesn't do his work? What if Bhagavan doesn't do what he is supposed to do? What will happen? In the most wonderful verses, see, now this will be 22, 23, 24, all in one go. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare.
Sing the other tune. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama,
Shri Krishna
कर्तव्यं त्रिषु लोकेषु किञ्चन
श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम
नानवाप्तमवाप्तव्यं वर्त एव च कर्मणि
श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम
यद्देह्यहं न वर्तेयं जातु कर्मण्यतन्द्रितः
श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम
मम वर्तन्ते मनुष्या पार्थ सर्वशः
श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम
उत्सीदेयुरिमे लोकाः न कुर्यां कर्म चेदहम्
श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम
शङ्करस्य च कर्ता स्याम् उपहन्यामि मा प्रजा
श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम
श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम
श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम
कृष्ण कन्हैया लाल की
जय।
जय नमे पार्थ oh Partha is another name for Arjuna. Arjuna has so many names in this Bhagavad Gita. Kaunteya, Partha, Arjuna, like that. He calls him by different names. So here, O Partha, Name asti kartavyam trishu lokeshu kinchana. In these three worlds, I have nothing to do. Well, Bhagavan has nothing to do really. That's why in pictures and all you see Bhagavan Vishnu, he's sleeping under a snake like that. Have you seen? Actually, a good manager is like that. Who is a bad manager, he has to go and do everything himself. But a good manager is. So Bhagavan is a perfect manager. Anyway, so I have nothing to do in these three worlds. Now, the same Bhagavan Vishnu who has taken avatar in this world, he is telling to Arjuna. He's taken avatar as Krishna. So he says, I have nothing to do in all three worlds. Huh? Na anavaptam avaptavyam. There is nothing in these three worlds for me to achieve which has not been achieved. What Bhagavan wants. That's why he called Purna. Purnamada, Purnamidam, Purnat, Purnamudachyate. Bhagavan is Purna. Purna means full, complete, total. He doesn't need anything. But he says, in these three worlds, since I have to achieve nothing, there is nothing for me to do. But yadi hi aham navarteyam jatu, if I stop doing actions, if the Lord stops doing, he is telling, karmani atandritaha, and in karma I become lazy. I give over to laziness and lassitude and alasya, like that. Then mama vartman anuvartante means all the people will follow my example. Manushya partha sarvasha. Everybody will follow my example from all sides. They say, Bhagwan, look, he lazy, he is doing nothing, Then I also will. People will follow me. They say, he sit down there and doing nothing. Then I will sit. If Bhagwan could sit down and do nothing, I will also sit down and do nothing. Because the Lord takes avatar to come and show the example, correct or not? He takes avatar to come and show the example. And if his example is laziness, always sleeping, eat, drink and be merry and do nothing. Khao piyo maja karo, dance and eat cassava ball. I have to say it in Guyanese language, Eat cassava ball. Huh? I love it. Yeah. I love the cassava ball and the language too, both. So Bhagavan is telling, he says, if I do nothing, the whole world will follow me. And what will happen? Utsideyurime lokaha na kuryam karma chedaham. Means, utsideyuhu ime lokaha. All these worlds will be destroyed. Because all beings, all these devatas will look, Bhagavan, he does nothing. Surya Bhagavan says, Bhagavan today he did not wake up also. He is so lazy. Surya Bhagavan says, okay, I will not rise today. Then? Na kuryam karma chedaham. No, see a very nice line at the bottom here. Sankarasya cha kartasyam upahanyam ima prajaha. I will cause the Sankarasya means the admixture of caste. But Arjuna had used this word in this Bhagavad Gita. Now let me just tell you a very interesting thing. Last night that Pandit asked a very nice question. In the beginning of this chapter, Bhagavan, I'm telling you all of this because I want you to see how Bhagavan thinks. So he's the example of how to think. At the beginning of this chapter, Arjuna asked Bhagavan, Prabhu, Jyayasi chet karmanaste mata buddhir janardana tatkim karmani ghore mam niyojayasi. O Keshava, he calls him Keshava. If you consider the path of knowledge and understanding to be superior, and Arjuna uses the word superior, Jyayasi. If you consider the path of knowledge and understanding to be superior, then why are you engaging me in this despicable act of killing my own people? This is action. So why are you engaging me in action, and especially this type of action, when you consider the path of knowledge to be superior? So Arjuna uses the word superior, right? But this is the problem of jivas. We have too much of this thing called inferior and superior. And a human being goes on living his whole life thinking that he is better than at least somebody. So if I think I am better than somebody, that means I am superior to that person. We have this as a disease or not? We will always have this thing as a disease. Pakka disease. I feel that I am better than this. And see, I'll show you. One religion will feel that it is better than the other religion. One spouse will feel that they are better than the other spouse. One sibling will feel that they are better than the other sibling. One community will feel they are better than the other community. One race will feel that they are better than, and better I am here superior. One race will feel they are superior to the other race. You see that everywhere in this world or not? What you talk about one religion? Within one religion, one Sunni will think he is better than Shia, and Shia will think he is better than Sunni. Have you seen? You don't have to go to another religion even. So one thinks he is superior. This disease of superiority is ubiquitous. I mean, it is to be found in every nook and cranny. Even in nature, there is something called a pecking order. The pecking order means, you know what? You have to just observe a little bit, you will see it. The yellow bird is eating the banana. Yellow bird is eating the banana. I have seen it so many countless times. The big-eyed grebe, I don't know what the proper name for that bird, but you know. But in Trinidad, we call it big-eyed grebe. The big-eyed grebe comes, the moment the yellow bird sees the big-eyed grebe, because in the pecking order, the big-eyed grebe has more power than the yellow bird. Yes. Hey, you don't supposed to get lost. This is my privilege. Like that. So everywhere, now I'm telling, the diseases of the animal kingdom need not be there in the human kingdom because we have the privilege of an intellect. We have the privilege of an intellect. So the same disease of selfishness which is found in the animal kingdom, because every animal only thinks about himself. When the cow goes to eat grass, nice green grass on the other side, the cow doesn't bring any grass for the other cow. That cow only eats for their own self. So even though we have all the diseases of the animal kingdom, we are born with them, we are not destined to have all of those diseases affect our life because we have been bestowed with an intellect. So now Arjuna uses the word superior. And I want you to see Bhagavan's reply there in the beginning. The Pandit asked the question. What was his question? Arjuna asked a very simple question. Between the path of knowledge and the path of karma yoga, knowledge and karma, which is superior? And if you think this one is superior, why are you putting me to do that one? So Arjuna uses, Bhagavan never used the word superior. And Bhagavan's reply is this now. Pandit asked, why Bhagavan didn't tell just which one is superior? I gave two. Tell the superior between the two. So Bhagavan uses the opportunity to immediately turn the discussion in a more fruitful manner. Bhagavan says, Lokesmin dvividha nishtha pura prokta maya nagha. In this world, there are two paths. And one path, jnana yogena sankhyanam, karma yogena yoginam. This was his reply. It means there are two paths laid down, and the path of jnana is for those whose intellectual constitution is suited to that path. And the path of karma is for those whose intellectual constitution is suited to that path. And Bhagavan totally avoided the word superior and inferior. Now that is a better way to live or not? But that is a better way to live, because if you tell this jnani he's superior to a karma yogi, well, the Lord himself now is setting up superior and inferior. Very bad thing for society. That is what causing all the fighting in the society. Because one group feel that they're superior to the other group. So Bhagavan says, no, some people are born suited to this path and some people are born suited to that path. And there is no mention of any word superior by the Lord. Arjuna uses the word superior. But the Lord quickly turns his mind to something else, a different way of thinking. And not superiority and inferiority and all that. But we have this disease, and until we wipe it out, this disease of inferior and superior and all that, and both are very bad. For a person to feel inferior also is very bad. You are dampening your human spirit when you do that. To feel inferior. The disease is so bad. And that is there. That is there, terribly there. Amazing. I've seen it too many times. I've seen it in so many cultures. When they see a white person walk in, their response is different than when they see a black person walk in. Have you seen that? The inferiority complex is there. Terrible dampening of the human spirit. Such deep-seated diseases. Anyway, so Bhagavan moves that language of Arjuna into a different direction. For you have to start thinking differently. There is no such thing as inferior and superior. It is just that this one is suited to this and this one is suited to that. Suitability. Like that. Now here also, now see this, why I raised that point, like in the beginning of the chapter. Now here's another very important thing that came up. Arjuna used this phrase Sankara. Sankara means admixture of caste. So let me tell you the context. In the first chapter, you were not there. We had seen in some other place. Arjuna's argument is this, in first chapter. Prabhu, look, you are telling me to fight and remove all these Kauravas. Take care. But haven't you thought about the consequences? When I fight and I remove all of these Kauravas have families at home. Remember we were discussing this for those who were present there. They have families at home. So their wives will all become widows. And their children will have no fathers. Right? When the children have no fathers, these children who grow up fatherless and all that kind of thing, will be grown up on the street, they will not have proper sanskar, or that kind of argument, that line of argument. And also, the wives will become corrupt because there is no husband in the house. That kind of argument Arjuna is using in first chapter. And then when you have admixture of caste and whole society becomes, disorganized and so many things will happen. Arjuna's argument. And his argument is flowing from what? When I kill all the husbands. Right? Bhagavan never replied to that thing. Of course, in the first chapter, he's not replying to anything also. He's just listening because I told you now, it's a very simple formula. If two people talk at the same time, there is the transfer of ignorance. And if two people talk in turn, then there is transfer of knowledge. So when somebody else is talking, we better keep quiet only. So Bhagavan is following this very wonderful principle. Arjuna talk yap, 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 and the fellow is going yap, yap, non-stop. So poor Bhagavan just in the first chapter. So now the idea there is finally then, Prabhu, my action will lead to corruption in society. Society became corrupted, eroded. Right? That is his argument there, in short. Now see here. Bhagavan saying, for the person who does not do his duty. Now see, Arjuna doesn't want to do his duty. For the person who does not want to do his duty, that person will cause the erosion in society. Sankarasya. So now you have this question arising from first chapter to third chapter now. What is the question? The question is this thing. For the one who, because Bhagavan wants Arjuna to fight, do his duty and kill these Kauravas. So see, two other argument is opposite now. Arjuna's argument is, if I kill them, I will cause erosion of society. Bhagavan's argument is, if you don't kill them, you will cause erosion of society. Now, if you have to believe Arjuna and you have to believe Bhagavan, who you believe? Throw Arjuna in the ditch. I believe Bhagavan. And now intellectually we have to go through this. We have to think, now you see, this is all nice homework for you. Instead of you thinking, Arey bhaiya, what is the price of Karela in the market this week? Tomato gone up 500 a pound. How much? 600 a pound. Yeah. Instead of you thinking about that, you go home and think about this. Now you have to think. You just see the situation on the battlefield and there. Arjuna is saying, if I kill these Kauravas, it will lead to erosion of society. Bhagavan is saying, if you don't kill them, means you don't do your duty and you don't kill them, that will cause, in other words, you just have to now see, which will be more detrimental. Bhagavan is 100% right only. Because the clear thinker in Bhagavad Gita is Bhagavan, not Arjuna. So now, if a person doesn't do his duty, he causes more trouble in society than if he does his duty, even though it may not appear to be proper to him. So it's not appearing proper to Arjuna to kill Kauravas. And I explained this when we were doing the, see, if he leaves these Kauravas, and if he had left them, today we have no Bhagavad Gita. So yes, society will suffer some consequences by the removal of the Kauravas, but the consequences of not removing them will be way worse than removing them. And that is why we have to be such conscious social observers in society to see which is the lesser of the two evils. When you are voting, you have to see that also. You have to see which is the lesser of the two evils. That is what voting is all about. Don't be foolhardy and think that voting is something else. Everybody only think that they are right, You just have to see which is the lesser of the two evils. So now, two of their argument is opposite, and the correct argument is Bhagavan's argument. Arjuna's argument, if I kill them, I will cause erosion of society. Bhagavan's idea is, if you don't kill them, whole of Sanatana Dharma finish. If you kill them and you cause erosion in the society, and Sanatana Dharma survives, Sanatana Dharma will build back the society. It will restore the eroded part. You get this argument? Tremendous things are going on here in this Bhagavad Gita. If you want to study sociology and politics and all, everything, it's right here. Psychology, everything is right here in Bhagavad Gita. So such powerful things are happening, but you just have to be able to connect what is happening in first chapter to third chapter. But this is Bhagavan's argument. Sankarasya chakartasyam upahanyami ma prajaha. I will cause, he's giving his own example. If I don't do, and he's not telling Arjuna like directly that. There's another thing. How Bhagavan's words are so graceful. You don't make the other person feel bad. You don't know. You know me. He doesn't tell Arjuna what his own time. He's telling if I don't do. It means if I don't do my duty. In other words, if what applies to me will also apply to you. So he's using his example. If I don't do, I will cause the erosion of society and all like that. This is the idea. Wonderfully, the Lord's presentation in this Gita is immaculate. You just have to do some good study. Sakta karmanya vidvansaha yatha kurvanti bharata. Now this is 24. But first let me see how much. 25? See what time I have. 8, 12. Not much time. 25. Let's see. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
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 Sakta karmanya vidvansaha yatha kurvanti bharata.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
Kuryad vidvans tatha saktah chikhirshu loka sangraham.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
Krishna Kanaya Lal ki
Jai.
Saktaha karmani avidvansaha yatha kurvanti. Hey Bharata. And now he calls Arjuna Bharata. How many names? So many nice names. So, hey Bharata, oh Arjuna, people in this world, how they work feverishly and attached to results and attached to worldly things, right? Well, you know that this whole world is running like that. Well, when we are going to sleep just now. The people in Japan are already getting up to keep the economic machinery Spinning, yeah. And what? In pursuit of what? Because that doesn't bring mukti. What it brings? Bhukti. Bhukti. Bhukti means all worldly. So anyway, now the whole world works with such passion to achieve material things. This is what this line is saying. The people who work in the world with such passion, and you know that in countries where the competition is stiff, they call it a rat race. Have you seen that? They call it a rat race. And then you see faster and faster down the highway, zoom, because I have to get there before the other fellow to get the sale. And that is taught in the value system also. The value system is always guided. The value system in which you grow up is guided in modern society by the economic system. It's supposed to be guided by Shastras, but it is not. Like for example, the father will tell the boy, Beta, get up! What is the matter with you? Don't you know the early bird catches the worm? Huh? That's the value system is taught or not? What is that? The early bird catches the worm. The Shastric value system is different. My dear, if you get up early, it is Brahma Muhurt time, your mind will be in the correct state, you can meditate on higher reality, Paramatma, you can do your sadhana better, all that. That is the value system in the Shastras. But what is the value system in the economic system? Competition is there, you know, the early bird will catch the worm. That boy said, Pa, but that is exactly my point. You see what happened to that worm? He get up early. So he have a good excuse also in the economic system. Because the worm, poor fellow, he get up early also, and the bird. That is why I'm not getting up early. The boy have a good retort. But anyway, the system in which all of us live, we see a rat race, and you can tell a society the degree of the rat race by just going to see the highways in those countries. Man, you have to come to Trinidad and see. Oh, Bapre. Then, you have enough road. 150 kilometers per hour, just zooming down. And in America and all, and if you get in anybody's way, that is to show the degree of attachment to the result. The fellow is here, but his mind is already there. So now, Bhagavan is saying, in that type of world where you see everybody working like this, with their minds so attached to the result, so entangled with that result there, he said, in that world where unwise people are working, Kuryat vidvan tatha asaktaha chikir shul loka sangraham. The wise person, so the one who is attached to all of this is unwise, he's saying. But the wise one, he works out with the same attachment. Same attachment. But he does it, he says here, chikir shul loka sangraham. Desiring the welfare and benefit of humanity, the welfare and benefit of the world. But the unwise one, he works with that same attachment, but desiring whose benefit? Own benefit. So the people who are in this type of work has to do it with the same passion. That is what he means to say. If the religious leaders do not have the same passion, and the leaders in society don't have the same passion for the benefit of the world, those leaders and all, they're not leaders, they're misleaders. You know, you can have a guide and a guided tour and a misguided tour. So you have to make sure that you have a guided tour. All right. Now, talking about leaders, Bhagavan is talking about his leadership and all that. Now I am the example and all that kind of thing. He gives more insight into this leadership thing. Proper leadership, how to lead society, how to lead others, how to lead the world. It's a wonderful thing. But we'll see that tomorrow. Tomorrow we are in Diamond, Little Diamond, not Big Diamond. No. Bhuvaneshwar Mandir, Little Diamond, Public Road. Same time. Okay. A very special thank you to members of this Naya Sandesh Mandir, Shri Ramdev Singh and members of the Mandir for having organized this satsang here tonight. I hope you have gotten a few things from Bhagavad Gita to reflect on as you make your journey in your life of sadhana. Okay. Please see this bookmark. One has been provided for everybody. Have a bookmark before you go. It's for the occasion of 108th night. We have printed for everybody. All right. This special occasion. It will remind you years to come. I have something like that. I see something I got in Mumbai like 30 years ago and like that. All right. Announcements. On Saturday coming, we have a Vanaprastha workshop at the ashram in Manripu. Vanaprastha is the third stage of life. All human beings are supposed to go through 4 stages in life. And the Vedas actually very clearly tell, if we don't follow these stages, that is like any other thing. You will not reach the goal. If you don't go preschool, primary school, high school, like that, you will reach university. How you will reach? You can't reach. The stages have to be followed. In the same way, for mukti, because the Vedas speak about mukti, I have to go through the stages. So Vanaprastha is the third stage, which is actually becoming very problematic in our society. So the workshop is on Vanaprastha from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. on Saturday coming at the ashram. Okay. Then the next day itself, we'll have 5 to 6:30 p.m. Ramayana satsang in the evening, because our Gita satsang is in the morning session. You know, we have morning Gita on the Sunday night, Sunday coming. So in the evening we'll have Ramayana satsang there. Gita chanting competition. Please sign up your children. You sign up also and learn to chant Bhagavad Gita properly. And telling that these things are scientifically put down by the rishis. We belong to an exalted tradition, a rishi tradition, where they have so wonderfully put down all of these meters and with specific number of syllables and length of syllables and all this. Amazing. It will blow your mind when they explain to you. It's not any simple thing like that. You just chant some song. Puloi bina chutney kaise bani ho. That has nothing in it. So please sign up to learn Bhagavad Gita chanting. Competition is in June. Right. I have to tell you a little something about food now. I don't know if you do here in Guyana, but in Trinidad, you know when you have a big wedding or a big puja, big function, public function, right? They cook big roti like this. I don't know if you have seen that. The roti will be that size. So the last roti in those functions every time, when there's such a big function, the last roti is called a pepper roti. A pepper roti is stuffed inside the roti with hot pepper and other things. So as children, we used to go to that function just to get a little piece of that pepper roti. So that pepper roti is a big thing in Trinidad. Now, about 10 years ago, at the ashram, we blended a pepper roti with a pizza, a hybrid. Pepper roti and pizza. And pepper roti and pizza, now we call that thing pizzoti. Pizzoti. And we make there at the ashram. That thing has become very popular because it's very tasty and it's hot also. It has become very popular. So now, we're going to try it here on the 8th of March from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. 8th of March at the ashram for fundraising. Pizzoti, huh? You have to come and try that. You'll bite your tongue. All right. On the 3rd of May, we have the grand finale of this 108th night at the Gandhi Youth Cricket Ground in town, in Georgetown. On the 3rd of May, 5 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. You're all invited, huh? From 14th July to 1st August, a 3-week Bhagavad Gita camp at the ashram for children. Children's camp, not adults. Huh? You'll have to bring your children and pick them up. And finally, Vedanta course for people who want to study this type of knowledge. We have a 2-year residential course, very demanding course. You'll have to sign up. You'll have to apply online. Please see online. You have to be under 30, unmarried, and have a university degree. These are the 3 qualifications. And then the ashram will provide everything for those 2 years. And you'll be taught all the scriptures in Sanskrit. Okay. I think that's all the announcements. Now we'll have Arati and we'll conclude. Om Jai Bhagavad Gita, Maya Jai Bhagavad Gita. Hariya Kamal Vihari, Hariya Kamal Vihari, Sundar Supunite. Om Jai Bhagavad Gita.
Jai Bhagavad Gita, Maya Jai Bhagavad Gita. Hariya Kamal Vihari, Hariya Kamal Vihari, Sundar Supunite. Om Jai Bhagavad Gita.
Karma Sumarma Prakashi, Kama Sakti Haramaya,
Kama Sakti Hara,
Tattva Jnana Vikashini,
Tattva Jnana Vikashini,
Vidya Brahma Para.
Om Jai Bhagavad Gita.
Nishara Bhakti Vidai, Nirmala Malahari Maya,
Nirmal Malhari,
Sharana Rahasya Pradayini,
Sharana Rahasya Pradayini,
Sab Vidhi Sukhadani,
Om Jai Bhagavad Gita.
Raga Dvesha Vidari, Harini Mod Sada Maya,
Harini Mod Sada,
Bhavabhaya Harini Tarini,
Bhavabhaya Harini Tarini,
Paramananda Prada.
Om Jai Bhagavad Gita.
Asura Bhava Vinashini, Nashini Tamarajani Maya,
Nashini Tamarajani,
Devi Sadgunadayini,
Devi Satgunadayini,
Hari Rasika Sajani,
Om Jai Bhagavad Gita.
Samata Tyaga Sikhavani, Hari Mukha Ki Bani Maya,
Hari Mukha Ki Bani,
Sakal Shastra Ki Swamini,
Sakal Shastra Ki Swami,
Shrutiyon Ki Rani.
Om Jai Bhagavad Gita.
दया सुधा बरसावन मातु कृपा की जय मैया,
मातु कृपा की जय,
हरिपद प्रेम दान कर,
हरिपद प्रेम दान कर,
अपनों कर लीजय।
ओम जय भगवद गीते, जय भगवद गीते, दया जय भगवद गीते, हरिय कमल बिहारी, हरिय कमल बिहारी, सुंदर सुपुनीते, ओम जय भगवद गीते।
ओम जय भगवद गीते।
ओम जय भगवद गीते।
मंगलम भगवान विष्णु, मंगलम गरुड़ध्वजः, मंगलम पुंडरीकाक्षं, मंगलाय तनो हरि। त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव, त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव, त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव, त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव। ॐ पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय, श्री सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय। नमः पार्वती पदे हर हर महादेव। हरि ओम तत्सत।